Previously on the diary.
After talking to Jessica, I felt like I couldn't just sit around and wait to find out what would happen. So I did some research online and then called Bobby. Do what you have to, but save Jessica's legs. So then he told me the story of Timothy. Bobby followed us to another club. Asking the people there if they had seen us, he met this guy from out of town. Seems like they hit it off quickly and are now friends. Apparently Bobby and his Foot Clan are now famous, in a fight club sort of way, and this new guy wants in. Craig was there at the bar because my sister asked him to help her find me. On our way home, we crashed into my sister. Before leaving the scene of the accident, my sister called him, and Craig didn't rush out to help her. He met Bobby and decided this was more important to him, to make friends with Bobby and join his clan. Craig showed up here, holding a picture on his phone. Bobby had a rope around his neck and was standing on a block of ice. Craig tells Jessica how Bobby doesn't deserve anything of what he's created. He doesn't deserve his Foot Clan, he doesn't deserve their loyalty, and he doesn't deserve credit for any of their accomplishments. He is a far superior leader than Bobby ever could be, even without the Hitler bloodline. There she was, my ghost of a sister, alive and well. You so desperately want to believe you are not the evil twin.
What if both Mom and Dad were absolutely guano crazy and none of us is really one kind of twin or the other?
But being bad is in my blood. I have infected others with my blood. Oh, Catherine, that's just not how biology works. She ran off as I proudly watched her run away, being followed by her dad. So I left him a little note with the information on where my sister would be today in his mailbox this morning. And now her overprotective dad will follow her down to whatever hole she's been hiding in and will bring havoc to her the only way an insane father knows how. There have been 3 attacks. Reporters are calling him the social media paralyzer. This person will ride an elevator or stand at a bus stop with nothing but a hammer. He will just do a quick hammer strike on the back of their neck, damaging the C6 and C7 vertebrae of the cervical spine. All 3 victims have ended up quadriplegic. Then the Foot Clan nurse came into Jessica's room and interrupted our conversation. Even when he just did his routine checkup as he usually does, I could see how Jessica still feels completely intimidated by his presence. What would you do to your sister if you found her? I don't know. I guess I haven't thought about it, but I think I'm ready to forgive them. I would rather wipe the slate clean and start over with you than to have you go off on a vengeance rampage and then not come back to me. So, with my index finger sideways on her chin, I aligned her face with mine. I promise you that I will never leave you. Today, when the nurse walked in for his daily checkup, I approached him from behind, stabbed him in the neck with a syringe with at least 86 milligrams of morphine, and whispered in his ear, "Why did Craig and my sister let Jessica live? What are they planning? Remember what the male nurse was doing with Kiddo, the bride, and Kill Bill? She was in a coma for a while? That's what I'm here for, to do that to her. You just pissed me right off, and if you think you can treat women like objects, I will treat you like garbage. I am sorry. I'll do whatever you say, please. If you forgive me, I will owe you my life." You're damn right you owe me your life. I just need you to leave us alone and protect us. Do we have an understanding?
The following takes place on July 21st, 2015.
Dear Diary, I am stressing out. Sure, yesterday we caught a lucky break, bought ourselves some time by figuring out what the Foot Clan's plans for Jessica were before they had a chance to execute them. But nothing else is going our way. We just saw on the news there was another victim of the social media paralyzer. I'm starting to think that sending my sister's overprotective dad after her wasn't such a good idea after all. I mean, I may have ruined her day, but she's still out there, possibly pissed at me, maybe plotting some new payback scheme. And we cannot really know for sure that the Merce won't actually betray us, or if he'll get replaced by someone else. I just can't really guarantee Jessica's safety as long as they're still out there, and this is bothering me a lot. Last time, when I brought it up to her, we talked about it calmly and eloquently. She allowed me to quench my curiosity and blindly followed me into a terrible drug-free night of suffering, which fortunately paid off because it didn't necessarily have to. The least I could do was tend to her every need that night, so I did. I was so nice to her the entire time that I really think it brought us together even more. She got to see how patient I can be with her, and how far I'm willing to go just to make her life a little better. But today, when I mentioned my concerns to her again, she didn't take it as well as I thought she would. All I said was that it might be worth it to take action on this new vantage point we have, and she freaked out. Not right away, but I could tell she was completely against the idea from the beginning. I have 1 more week here at the hospital. I am sure we can rely on the Merce for that long. And then I'm out of here. You should just let it go. I don't think I should, Jessica. This is the same man that once raped you. The social media paralyzer just struck again. Bobby is still kidnapped, and he was the one who came through for you, so you wouldn't lose your legs. Don't you want to help him? I could tell by the look on her face I had hurt her. I immediately hoped I could take it all back, but it was already out there. I know you're angry, but that really sucked. How can you ask me that? I haven't even finished feeling sorry for myself. I still have to deal with breaking your heart, rationalize putting 4 other people in the hospital who are now trapped inside their bodies because of something I said. And Bobby wouldn't be where he is now if he hadn't tried to help me. Of course that makes me feel terrible. I cry every night about it, and I regret it every day. But I cannot take this much grief all at once, or I'm going to kill myself. Something's gotta give. Something's gonna have to wait in line. And I'm choosing you and me as priority. I'm sorry. I didn't mean that Bobby... I don't think Bobby is your responsibility. I think Craig wanted into his Foot Clan so badly that what happened to him would have happened with or without you. I just thought you would want to return the favor, that's all. But how are we gonna do that? Do you even know how many people are in the Foot Clan? Besides, there are only 2 of us. I am in a wheelchair, so that leaves you. You are not going to take them all on by yourself. You don't think I can? Honestly, no, I don't. But more importantly, I don't want you to even try. You're gonna get yourself killed. Maybe. No, not maybe. Surely. And you made me a promise. You promised me you would never leave me. You're right. I did promise you that. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to break this promise. No! Because if Craig thinks he can turn the hospital into a brothel where you are the main attraction, well, I'm not gonna stand down and wait for him to find a way. I'm not gonna let him put any more people in the hospital because I know how much it burdens you. And I am not going to stand still while Bobby is in trouble. I'm really sorry that you disagree with me. And I am really sorry for breaking my promise to you. You're just going to have to accept that this is something I need to do. I've made up my mind, and I am not going to change it back. Okay, let's just calm down. Take a step back. Deep breath. Do you even know what you're gonna do? Do you have a plan? No, but I will do something. I will figure it out, and when I do, I will put an end to this. I can't let you do that. You're too important to me. I don't want to lose you. I'm not changing my mind either. I understand. You do whatever it is you need to do to cope with it. I'm going. Please don't. Why can't you just let it go? Maybe I just need to do this. Maybe there is something inside me that won't let me rest until it's done. Maybe I seek justice, maybe I want revenge, or maybe there is an evil within me and I feel the need to inflict pain on as many people as I can. Sometimes I need a reason, sometimes I don't. This time, there are plenty of them, and I'm gonna take advantage of it. Watch me. After saying that, I walked out of the hospital room to the sound of Jessica yelling my name, asking me to come back. I kept going without looking back, and while the sound of her voice was fading away in the distance, I could still sense the knot in her throat as she told me that if I left the hospital without finishing this conversation, to not come back at all.